This morning on The Blend, we have with us Pastor Coy Boyer, who is with Kingdom Life Church. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us. I know that you have purchased some property on MLK a couple years ago, and it's near the church, down the street from the church right now. So tell me what the vision of this property is for you.
So the church several years ago purchased about 9 acres of property, an old elementary school that had been shut down. And part of the vision for this particular piece of property is to actually move the church down there at some point, but more importantly, to build something in lines of a community center, to create a playground in an area in which would attract our community in order they may come benefit from that particular piece of property.
And the piece of property was the former Maple Grove Elementary School, correct?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
So tell me about the vision and what you hope, to accomplish with it.
Well, so as a Christian, there are two principles that we are commanded to live by: love God, love people. Those two commandments pretty much sum up kind of the essence of how we should live our lives. And so part of the vision of the piece of property down the street is to do something that not only glorifies God, but blesses people. So while we want to put our church down there at some point, we want to reserve the majority of the piece of property to actually do things to invest in our community. So we want to have not only a community center, a place for area for play, playground, basketball courts, but in this community center, we want to partner with other individuals throughout our city in order to actually bring resources and some assistance to our particular community. Now, while the community center would do things like that, the actual playground, some of the fields that we put out there would just be something that the people can come to in the city of Lansing to play on and to use and to just really enjoy themselves. So we're looking for people not only in the church, but partners within our city to help us develop and to create this space down there on our piece of property.
If somebody's watching and maybe is thinking they might be interested in helping you out with that, how do they go about that?
Well, obviously we are a church, so we take all types of donations. However, if you want to specifically give to this piece of property and the development of it down there, then whatever gift you give, you'll want to earmark it on a check, or if you do it online, somehow type in something that says towards church property and that particular vision.
Do you have a timeline for the project?
Last year. At this point in time, we recognize that due to the amount of what we would like to do on the property and the cost that it would take, we recognize that we're at the hands of God to work through his people as well as through their gifts in order to get this project done. So I'm going to say we would like to have it done yesterday, but we will get it done as the Lord wills.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Pastor. We've got your information on the screen. Kingdom Life Church, klifechurch.org, or 882-4660.